Hi, good afternoon. My name is Luis Rosado Rivera, and this is assignment 4.4, reporting to management. Uh, this slide is about for company Gemstar, and in this presentation, we will be covering the balance sheet standard, profit and loss report, statement of cash flow, 5 internal controls for the company, and important key and terms or concepts. Alright, so right now we are seeing at the balance sheet from Gemstar, which is generated by our report, and in the balance sheet we can see everything that the company gains as well as what the company owes. Here we can see Gemstar's current assets as well as current liabilities and equity. So if we go upstairs, up right here, we see total current assets as a $52,533.33, as well as the total current liabilities which is 1653 with 33 cents, and also we can see our equity down in the bottom. And here we can see the profit and loss statement for Gemstar as well. So in Gemstar's profit and loss statement, we can see the total revenue as well as the gross profit and net income. This allows us to analyze current trends and expenses. So for the gross profit, we have $11,400. And for expenses, we have the general liability and insurance, which is $1,200, which will be the same as total insurance expense, with a net income of $4,833.12. And in the statement of cash flow, basically, we can see how money comes in and out of the company. And basically here in the statement of cash flow, we can see Gemstar cash movements. The cash flow statement allows us our abilities to pay our debts by how cash comes in and out of the company. So for example, right here in the statement of cash flow, we can see that the statement divides into three, which is operating activities, investing activities, financing activities. And we can see that the net cash provided by the operating activities was total 4,653 with 12 cents. And we see that in the investing activities, we have a net cash provided by investment activities of negative 13,953 with 12 cents. And the financing activities, we have a net cash provided of 60,000, which was what's the total, the loans payable and the common stock. So for company controls, the 5 ones that I chose, basically with these controls we'll be able to prevent fraud, as well as to have ethics within the company. So a good 5 of those that I chose was basically, the first one was to reconcile agency bank accounts every month. And how would this help is basically having having someone in control that doesn't have anything to do with the bookkeeping of the company. That way we have everything that's been going on in the bank for every month with someone going over it. That way we can avoid fraud. All right. Restrict the use of agency credit cards and verify all charges made to credit cards or accounts to ensure they were business related. So a good way to do that would be by every transaction that is made with the company credit card, we will be able to have, for example, a good track with every receipt that it was used, that the credit card was used for. That way we can compare to what we actually use versus the receipt, and that way we can actually have an idea of why the credit card was used and what for. And provide board of directors oversight of agency operation and management. We're basically having management on fields that we obviously constantly having reports of what's going on, and having the board of director straight seeing to what's going on below them. With that idea, we can actually also avoid fraud. Also, ensure that the agency assets such as vehicles, cell phones, equipment, and other agency resources are used only for official business. Again, a good way to do this would also be, for example, if we're replenishing the vehicles with gas. A good way to see this is that if we use the credit card, we can compare how much gas we're putting on those vehicles versus what the vehicle was actually used for. That way we can have a track and see, basically comparing the two. And protect petty cash funds and other cash funds. In this case, for Gemstar, since it's a small company, probably one or two people are the only persons that will be in charge of handling first front money with customers. So making sure that we put a certain amount inside the petty cash, and then if needed, we can make a balance of how much should would be missing from one of the tills. For example, if we can audit what is going on in the petty cash, that way we can see if it's a constant factor of money missing in a petty cash. Right. So for the ratios, the working capital for Gemstar is 50,888, and the current ratio will be 31.8, which is, I believe, is a little bit high for such a small company. Right, and these are my references. I hope you enjoyed the presentation. I apologize for the sound of my voice. I'm a little bit sick, and have a good one. Thank you so much.